Hey folks, Dave here again with the American Republic, an Empire Total War Let's Play series. Let's take a look at the state of our American Republic right here in 1805. Trade route raided. The Dutch are raiding one of our trade routes. Very, very busy trade route actually. A 4th rate and a 5th rate. Not a very powerful navy. One of our rakes has died of natural causes out on the frontier in Louisiana. We have conquered all of the hostile native factions over here on our western frontier. And I keep hoping that France reconquers Upper Louisiana so I can declare war on them and take all of Louisiana in one blow. We owe them for their betrayal. They left us at the mercy of the Spanish, who conquered a bunch of our eastern and northeastern states. France just totally hung us out to dry there. So, at the first opportunity, we're going to take Louisiana from them. And they are pretty weak. France is really, really hurting right now. We're actually rapidly approaching them in prestige. They're down to Lower Louisiana, and I think just their one territory of France. So only 2 territories left. Let's see. Seed planting drill is complete. Lots of construction. Line infantry recruited here in Georgia. They're going to go west and join up this army right here in Florida.
Yes, sir.
General Bellamy, who is guarding our southern flank. Let's see, line infantry, and what else could they use there? One more cannon, maybe? Yeah. Actually, let's do a 6-pounder instead of a 12-pounder. It's actually a 3-pounder. Very light, but fast, and mobile artillery. And recruit some militia just to help top things off. We've had an election. New president and new cabinet. Let's check out our new government here. Ministers. Our president is a bit average. He's religious, but not a great politician. Our cabinet is really great though. Very, very experienced guys there. And our income is estimated to go up next turn, but I think those trade routes are going to hurt us. Speaking of money, let's see if the British would be interested in selling one of their Louisiana territories. So I'm not convinced that the French are actually going to engage them and take it back. I really can't count on that. So let's just offer them 14,000 gold for that. Okay. They did not go for it. Let's see here. We have this new Spanish colony that we just conquered here in South America. We also have this second colony here. I wonder if they would take one of those. I think Great Britain is at war with Spain, right? Yeah. They're at war with Spain and France. That would give our army a chance to replenish. And we also really don't need this territory right now. It's just more for us to keep an eye on. So let's try that. Regions, we will trade you Upper Louisiana for New Andalusia. And 14,000 gold. Still not interested. Well, what should our next move be then? Can we actually march? We can march south, but it would take quite a few turns. Where's our navy? Right here. Let's take a peek. Whoa. There's that gigantic Spanish navy. Well, not that gigantic. 6th rates, brigs. And how many turns would this take? 3 turns to march through the jungle. You know what? We're actually going to go for it. By the time our troops get there, they should be 100% replenished. In the meantime, let's recruit some Republican Guard.
At the ready.
Did we actually get some troops back here? I thought we had lost one of our line infantry units, one of the elite ones. I really can't tell now. So, I'm going to recruit Republican Guard, a puckle gun, a mortar, and maybe 2 Republican Guard, we'll say. We can actually keep going, okay. Elite line infantry, and that will help get rid of some of these militia in our best army right here. For our navy, we're approaching the point where we can just overwhelm these smaller ships. But I want to get a few more. They do have some decent ships here. So, let's recruit. This dockyard is actually not very upgraded. They keep throwing wrenches into my plans. Okay, Weaver's College here in this colony. Let's go to our good shipyard here. I think the only one that we have is going to be Yorktown. A 3rd rate, a 3rd rate, and a 5th rate. And that's actually going to take care of our money for this turn here in the summer of 1805. Going to bring some troops up here under General Virgo to the borders of Louisiana. And I really hope the French make a move here. Our technology is continuing. We're currently researching advanced irrigation. And what is this? Fire and advance. Alright. We do have a few options for some trading. Maybe the Barbary States. We're not going to trade a region for trade rights. How about Persia? Nope. Venice? Venice got angry with that proposal. We're gonna rue this day. Alright, well, nobody wants to trade, so we're going to end the turn here. The British are moving a lot of troops out to the frontier to take lower Louisiana. here we are with a new turn in the winter of 1805. A lot more income here, 21,000 gold. More construction complete. New options for recruitment here in the Cherokee Territory. A lot of recruitment for our ground units right here. You know, I've been considering marching against Spanish-held Cuba. Something to think about. Let me scout it out, actually. We will send the Glaton, a 6th-rate ship of the line. There's a large army of militia and cannon here on Cuba. But their capital is actually undefended. And I think I can sneak this army over there very quickly. If I take Cuba, Great Britain might actually trade it for Upper Louisiana. So I'm gonna go for it. Alright, our army is now on our navy of 1 ship. Let's land right here next to the capital.
Yes, Captain. Ship's orders, Captain.
And we'll send the Glaton somewhere safe. Maybe up here to Georgetown, which could use an upgrade.
Any orders?
Seeing we do have more gold, let's try that trade with Great Britain once again for Louisiana. Trade regions. I'm actually going to offer them our 2nd colony right here. What is it called? Punda. There it is. In exchange for Louisiana and 21,000 gold. They just want a military alliance. So we're gonna wait on that. Perhaps offering both Cuba and our colony would be enough.
Yes.
Let's send this army to catch up as quickly as possible.
By the left. March through the line for battle.
And General Green is going to march right for Grenada. I'm actually not sure what we're going to meet down here. It's in the fog of war, so this could get kind of dicey. I'll recruit a 4th rate down here, and let's see, a 2nd 4th rate to supplement our fleet. We still have 17,000 gold, wow. All of our roads look good. We'll give Boston some metalled roads. Maine could use some cobbled roads. Our colony could use some cobbled roads. And more recruitment, possibly? Whoa, 24-pounder howitzer, yes please. some dragoons. Let's fortify... These guys will just fortify Georgia for now. Recruit more line infantry and maybe... Regiment of Horse. We still have a decent amount of money right here. I'll add a mortar ship to our fleet. Upgrade our port. Still 3,000 gold. Let's add an Iron Master's Works for extra income here in Maryland. That leaves us with just 369 for our gold. I do want to see what's going on here in Louisiana, so let's send our rakes in. Oh. The British are taking the long way around our newly purchased Michigan territory. That is fine with me. If I have to, I can declare war on France and take it quickly. I'm really not sure why France is not taking back Upper Louisiana. They do outnumber the British. But the British also have some elite infantry. Queen's Rangers, Rogers Rangers, Line Infantry, Light Dragoons. A pretty good force there.
Without further delay, awaiting your instruction.
I do want Lower Louisiana to help complete our manifest destiny here in the West. Here we go with the turn.
More orders?
It is now the summer of 1806, and it looks like down here in South America, as I planned when I traded the Michigan territory owned by Great Britain for this formerly Dutch colony, the French are moving in on the British, who could not recruit troops fast enough to defend the colony. So if France takes it, when I attack Louisiana and take it from France, I will simultaneously attack down here in the south, retake this colony once again, and probably this second French colony, and use both of those as political leverage. Tons of recruitment. To prepare for that possible invasion, all of these new troops down here in this formerly Spanish colony, they're all going to go towards a new army. We need cannons, mortars, a puckle gun, and infantry, as well as a general. General Albertson.
Sir.
can we actually reach Granada in this turn? We can't quite reach it, but it's totally undefended.
Ready and awaiting order. Impossible, sir.
I might take Panama as well, and just keep hitting the French in their colonies right in their back. Surprise attack from the south. As far as surprise attacks go, before we go any further, let's conquer Cuba.
Make ready for battle.
This is going to be a fort siege, so I'm glad that we brought our artillery with us. Spain is still one of the most powerful nations and empires in the world right now, but if we keep whittling down their colonies, they're going to be in rough shape. On the flip side, they have conquered a bunch of Europe as well. Africa, a bunch of the Barbary states now belong to Spain. They've gotten way, way too powerful, which is probably why they invaded us. We just looked weak. Regiment of horse on the right. Who does that leave? Some line infantry there. I might try and blow a hole in the wall. Ah, both of our cannons can reach, so that's good. So can theirs. Whew, our general almost got hit there. And they hit one of our cannons with one of their first shots? That's ridiculous. Let's move our troops in on the left. Militia on the right. The wall is taking damage, 13% so far. That is quite the cluster of troops up there. %20 damage. Keep it coming. Our cannons are pretty fresh recruits, and they're not very accurate. Let's move these howitzers up a bit. Only one of these cannons is firing. Let's move these guys. I cannonballed right into that tightly packed formation just when I got them to run to get out of range. Awful timing. Why are these wall cannons so accurate compared to mine? Seems a bit unbalanced. Let's just go ahead and make for the woods there. Only 2 cannons left there. This is not going well at all. If we split their focus, we might be able to break in. Our units are now hidden in the woods. Here go our howitzers. With some more accurate shots. A little bit more accurate, I guess. It looks like mainly militia over on this side, so let's move in. Spread out, guys. Come on. Everyone hit the walls. Go, go, go. And their guys are panicking and shifting positions, so let's move in on the flank. Out of the jungle. Out of the bamboo forest. Our rangers back here are picking off Spanish troops from the top of the fort with their very accurate rifles. Our line infantry is climbing up the wall right into the Spanish ranks, but their militia is having a hard time holding them off. Our infantry are just better trained. Cannonball hitting our own lines there. Perfect. A very brutal fort assault. If we can capture one of these gates, I can get our cavalry in there. As you guys can see, the pathfinding for fort battles is still just pretty much a frustration. It's really hard to tell what your units are going to do. We have captured one of the gatehouses. Let's get our horses in there. Attack those cannons. I'm going to move our general up for support as well. Seeing we have just lost a unit of line infantry. Let's have all cannons hold fire. Here comes the cavalry. If we can capture the center of the fort, we can make them come to us. Ah, a very nice cannon shot there. They waited for us. That will be their last stand, though. Still quite a bit of militia holding this corner of the fort. We're going to take some pretty bad losses for this battle. And at last, the militia is about to break here on the wall. Man. We still have the wind timer activated. Let's try and end this quickly. What is their horse doing here with a cannon up on the wall? Pathfinding is just so strange. Here we have our line infantry engaging the militia with rifles and muskets. 1 minute until we win with the timer. Line infantry hit them hard. And we have victory. We got a heroic victory out of that, but I would definitely say that that was a close battle. We deployed 2,800, they deployed 1,800. We lost 1,400, but did take Cuba. Let's repair this, replenish the army. Ooh, trait, bloody, -1 morale in battles. But then a +1 as well, so it kind of balances out there. Cuba now belongs to us, although they do still have an army over here. Let's actually send these troops here in Georgia to reinforce. Embark. And we'll just land them right here near the capital. There we go.
Ready and waiting.
And we'll send the 6th rate back to join our primary Caribbean fleet. And I think we have, yes we do. 3 new ships, the Aurora, a 3rd rate, the Nymph, that's a terrible name. Given that this fleet is going to be protecting our eastern coast, I'm going to name her the Coast Watcher. Not the most original name, but I kind of like it. 5th rate, the Irish, sure. That works. This way, as soon as we manage to take out this New Granada Spanish colony, we can kick their fleet out of the harbor and smash it in the open ocean. Let's also recruit another 2nd rate and add our bomb ship, our mortar ship, to the fleet as well. And maybe one more 4th rate. Well, our southern territories are a bit undefended because of our conquering of Cuba. And the British aren't really a threat right now. So I'm going to move this army south. Not a bad run here for this turn. We also need to keep recruiting for this new army in the southern colonies, but we actually can't recruit anything else this turn. Instead, let's focus on other improvements. A weaver's cottage and a new farm. Well, given that I'm now once again completely out of gold, that's going to end it for this episode. In the next episode, I'm going to focus on defending Cuba so we can use it as that bargaining chip with the British. Then, of course, taking New Granada, which is undefended. And maybe in the next turn we're going to see that war against the French. It's about time for payback for their betrayal. As always, guys, I appreciate all the comments and suggestions from previous episodes. Hey, look, a farm. Upgrade. I do try to take suggestions as much as possible while keeping focus on that kind of roleplay aspect of a mostly period-correct USA. So keep those coming. Also, be sure to check out some of the other stuff on my channel. I know a lot of you guys are just into the Total War stuff, but I'm also really excited about the DayZ series that we have going on my channel right now. I do love DayZ, and there's some pretty cool stuff happening in those videos. Anyway, until next time, I am the not-so-evil Evil Viking 13. Thanks for watching, guys.